Hi, this is Miranda from My Scrappy Life, and welcome back to my channel. This is the last week for fun with Distress Oxides, where a bunch of us ladies use Distress Oxides and show you a different technique. So the four colors that I am going to use is going to start out with my coffee, like my coffee cup traveler's notebook, and this one will start out my Christmas type layouts, I guess, in my traveler's notebook. Throughout the month of November-ish and December, we'll have all different type of layouts with the coffee cup from, Starbucks. That's the Christmas stuff. And here I am, while I am doing this, I'm trying to make it like a candy cane, and I did out some washi tape, and I used the Distress Oxide color called Candid Apple. And I'm just placing this down, and I'm making it look like a candy cane in the middle. I went and outlined or drew a line 2 inches down from one side and 2 inches up from the bottom, because you'll see what I'm doing. I kind of make it, I don't know, a little bit different. I just wanted it different textures and all that kind of stuff along with this. So there is my candy cane style in the middle. And then I take, so this is where it kind of went done wrong. I put a little bit too much water, but it still turns out okay. I like what it does. And I take a little bit of the bubble wrap and put the Distress Oxide called Pumice Stone. It's one of the new Distress Oxides that Tim Holtz came out with. And place it on top of the candy cane just to add texture again. And then I get out my last 2 Distress Oxides. One is called Pine Needles, which is the newer Distress Oxide, and then Tumbled Glass. And I paint the colors on the bottom part of it, and then I go to town on stamping. Here I am, I'm wetting the brush and the oxide automatically on the paper as I'm going through. So you'll see me get a bunch of water, and then I'll go on to the ink pad and then go back to and it doesn't hurt the ink pad at all. That's what I love about the Distress Oxides, is if I want more color, which you'll see it come to life, I just go on to the Distress Oxide, add a little bit of water, activate it right away, and make it more into like a watercolor style versus just, the ink pad. And there it is. I'm just doing more and more water as I go. And the more water I add, or the less water I add, but more color from the ink pad, it makes it darker. And I'm just making it so that it looks right to my eyeballs, to the color I wanted. And I hope that you guys are enjoying or enjoyed this 4-week process. I certainly did. I loved that Tisa added me to the list. I love doing all 4 layouts that I did do with Distress Oxides. Apparently I can't talk tonight while I'm doing this voiceover. And I really enjoy all of that. So make sure that you go check out all of the ladies. Also, one of the ladies, Kathy, is having a giveaway, and you have to make sure that you comment on all of our channels and subscribe. There I go. I pull off the washi tape and I add new washi tape because I did not want to get the Distress Oxides onto my archival ink color and also my stamp. And you get to see my flub, and I left it in on purpose. So I used the top part. Sorry, my daughter's in my room tonight as well with me. She was doing some homework and whatnot as she was finishing up the night. So you'll see her hands come in and out while she's like liking what I'm doing to this traveler's notebook. And I pull it out, and you'll see what I do. So there's one spot. Wait, it gets fun because I do go off camera to finish this out. So I'm cleaning it off. All of my stamps that you see me use are from Ink Road. This particular stamp is the one that Heather made, or that Heather did as a stencil and then turned it, Laura over at Ink Roads turned it into a stamp. And there it is, it's done. So what happened is that I blobbed a lot of the archival ink onto the stamp, and I needed to get it all cleaned up. And then my hands look like a mess now. Yippee yippee. So I took branding strips from an old Close to My Heart collection that came out last year, and I wanted to place that down on the middle. So I'm giving this all the texture of the world. I did stamps and all of that stuff. So while you see me stamp the rest of this, I am going to explain this photo. So the lady that I am putting down is Amy. She is One Mama Scrapper on YouTube and Instagram, and she's scrapping Amy on Facebook. Her, myself, and then Dolly, which is on the other side, she's part of this Distress Oxide hop as well, so you'll get to go check her out. All three of us went and did a Starbucks run over the past weekend at the crop that we were all at. And let me tell you, we had some fun. It took Amy, I think it took Amy, all three of us actually, like 5 or 6 different times to try to take this photo. Either one of us was blinking, one of us wasn't looking at the camera right. It was hilarious. And we all just had fun because we were all sitting there waiting. We ended up taking like 8 or 9 different drinks back with us, and we were just waiting for all of them to get done. But this photo was amazing. I loved how it turned out. It worked out great in my traveler's notebook and all of that kind of stuff. It has the Christmas cups on there, and I just loved doing this. And that's what I do with the journaling as well. I explain all of that. And these ladies, oh my gosh, my heart was completely filled and joyed after the weekend. Like, my Coffe cup was completely filled after doing all this. And I wish it was more than just twice a year that we would get together and scrapbook in the same, in like the same room. But I enjoy it every time that I go. This is the second time I've gotten to meet these gals in person, and I just love them just that much more. And here I go. I do my journaling piece. This is the journaling, and you'll get to see what I'm doing. And then this process is done. So make sure that you go check out everybody else. Make sure that you like, subscribe, and comment to get into the giveaway. Go check out Kathy's channel to make sure that you can find out what she is doing. And I will talk to you soon. Bye!